Hello and welcome. Welcome to the box room. Ho, 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 it's Christmas Day. And I don't know where exactly to look on this. I think it's right about there. Anyway, I'm going to set this up. And I'm going to see about checking out this 64. See what's what. I'm not feeling that great today. And of course I have stories to tell. So let's just see here. Oh, okay, that is not bad. But it's too high. Too high. That's not bad. This thing always throws a nasty shadow. I need to move. Remember this light? There we go. This is the light that my dad and his people long ago made to be used at Fairlawn United Church. Now, Fairlawn Heights. I think it's Fairlawn Heights. Anyway, it's another church. So today it's Christmas Day. I've had oven trouble and yeah. Anyway, I'm doing a video on it. I don't want to spoil it, but it has not gone well. First, a while ago, God, it's really sad when your Twilight Zone thing doesn't even work right. Anyway, a while ago, the element went, and I took my time. I was kind of nervous about how to do it. Anyway, to make a long story short, got a new element. This is not for the top, but for the inside, for the bottom of the stove. And somehow one of the little connectors that slides on got screwed, and yeah, I probably did something that did it. And today, I put out a message of a very nice fellow up here in Markham named Frank. He does small engine repairs. Lent me everything I should need to get a new connector on and crimped and on, and anyway, it's really hard working inside of a stove. So anyway, I was hoping to cook a turkey today. It's not happening. So I will take my time, perhaps tomorrow, because now, of course, the wire that I need to put this end on, I mean, it's hard to get at. It's very short. So I'm thinking I might pull out the stove and see if I can take stuff off the back to get better at the wire, so I can get better, or maybe I have to replace the wire. I don't think so. I think as long as I could just get it in front of me. Like, just imagine working on a Commodore 64 inside a cardboard box that you really can't see anything, you can't move, and you're trying to do, like, fine things, like pull out chips and solder and de-solder. And anyway, great fun. So, I'm going to put this is the 64 I was looking at before, one I found in the car. Might have come from the World of Commodore, I really don't remember. Anyway, but it doesn't work. So, let's get this one that does work. And if I remember rightly, and I look at it, yeah, it's the same version of the board. This one probably isn't made in Hong Kong, but it's the same thing. So, let's turn on the monitor, let it warm up. And yes, this is an icy cold drink. How do I know that? Because I put ice in it. Oh. And there may be some adult beverage in there. Anyway, I'll turn this on. Shazam. Up comes the 64. So Alpine gave me this beautiful chip puller. And what am I going to pull out? Well, I'm going to pull out the SID chip, because this other identical machine, the only two chips that are socketed with a SID chip and the video chip. So now the SID chip is in. We'll turn it on. Up it comes. Now we'll grab the retro rewind diagnostic. We'll put it on diagnostic and set number 1. There are switches on the side for this. Very carefully put it in. Turn on the machine. And see what's what. No, I did not connect the harness because I know the 64 is fine. I'm just testing the SID chip. And we'll see. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. 1, 2, 2. Sorry. 3. Alright, that's a good. Very good. So now, using this chip puller thingy, I will pull out the VIC chip, or the VIC 2 chip. And then I will go to this 64, and I will do the same with great care and reverence. Now, do I really think this could be the problem? I don't know. I mean, it's possible. I think one of the reasons they had the video chip and the SID chip in sockets was because they were often failures. So we'll see. We'll put it in. We'll turn it on with the cartridge in. Oh. Well. What is this we see? Could it be? I'm going to take the cartridge out. Turn the machine back on. Oh yeah. That looks very much like what this machine was not doing before. Wouldn't it be a Christmas miracle if it actually was the video chip that had failed one of the 2 chips that are actually socketed? I'm going to take this back out, double check all the pins. They all look okay. They would have been in the right places. I mean, I looked at them before, giving them one extra look-see. Put it back in, just in case there was one that was just tweaked a little, but it shouldn't make any difference. I'll turn this back on, and we're going to see zip, zap, nothing. Well, wouldn't that be something? Okay, so out you go. Now, well, here's the quandary. I was going to put chips on my helmet, but I may actually do stickers now. But I am going to take this Sharpie and write bad and bad on the bottom of it. going to put the original VIC chip back into the machine. I'm going to turn it on. Ooh, look at that. You see more of a flash there. Shazam. Shazam. All right. This is looking promising. I think what I'm going to do is gingerly, with great care and reverence, take the SID chip out, put that back in, so the SID chip is in, pull out this VIC chip, which is good, very delicately out, then, don't knock the screws. Now, will it be just this one chip that has failed? I don't know. But I can set this right on top of the 64. I can grab the video. It's off. Good. It's off. I can grab the video cable and take the good VIC chip, checking the pins carefully, of course, lining it up, popping it in, turning it on. Oh, I see a much better looking flash. Shazam. Shazam. Alright. Bad chip. Bad video chip. Okay. Now it's funny, as I turned it off, I saw some funny weird stuff on the screen there. Anyway, I'm going to take the SID chip and put it back in. And then I will take the retro rewind thing. Machine is off. Good. The cartridge, the 4-in-1 diagnostic cartridge. And I will turn it on and see if it comes up. Well, that's interesting. What? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's on the dead test. I did not mean it to be on the dead test. Hang on, I'm going to put the reset switch. Holding the reset switch, switching this. Oh, here we go. That's looking good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I think what I will do in a moment, after this is done, I'm going to come up with some bad things, because I do not have all the harness connected. I don't. There's the SID chip. That is beautiful. So now I will reach carefully under this VIC-20. Oh, what is this other cord here? Oh, what have I done? Right. Okay. I will reach under. I will pull out the magic. I shall. The retro rewind diagnostic harness for the 64 and the 128. And you know, I really do have to clean up this desk. Oh, come on. Oh, it is snug. And I know from before that the keyboard, the pretty side, faces out from the machine. I'll look and see. I believe I have that in the right place. Joystick port number 2. Joystick port number 1. There's more to do here. This goes on to the cassette port. Isn't it beautiful? And then over here, I know it there, I put it in right here. This goes in to the serial port. And then all the ports are occupied. Okay. So we're in. Shazam. And let's see what we see. So this is a 250425. I was somewhat optimistic that this might be the VIC-2 chip because, see, as I always tell people, when you connect to a monitor like this, there are clues that you see just in how it responds when you turn it on. And that funny, not much of anything got me thinking, like if there's absolutely nothing keyboard bad. Do I have that on? I better check. Keyboard bad. Alright. Let me double check. Oh, wait. Am I off by a pin? I could be off by 1 pin. Just, oh dear. My battery is running low. Keep recording. There we go. Let me double check that. It's possible I might have been off by a pin. It can't be what I'm drinking. Just a little holiday cheer. Oh yeah. Time for a little cough relief. Keyboard okay. That is a beautiful thing. Even tells me what version the kernel is. No, kernel. Does it? No, that's just the chip number, I think. Or maybe it is. Yeah, it is. Anyway. It's a wonderful thing, this. It is. So, one bad chip. Bad chip. I suppose what I should do, because I do intend to put things onto the helmet, I think. Maybe I'll do both. Some stickers and some chips. So I'll rub off this white goo. Because I don't think there's any other real good reason not to behold this. Hang on for a second. You see? There's the chip. There's the pins. What I did before with the other chip that I put on the helmet, but then the glue gave way. It's not glue that likes action. It likes to be there forever in one spot with no pressure on it. Anyway, as this is a bad chip, I have now, with great care, but not so much reverence, bent all the chips, or the pins, right over. And I will take that downstairs, and I'm going to throw it in a bin that has the chip that was on the helmet. And at some point, I will see about putting that on the helmet. I suppose the other thing I could do, because somewhere I have some really good glue and stuff, I could put and make these into like pins that I could stick onto a hat or something. I'll see about that. Anyway, I know it's bad. It is now marked bad and folded over. So I think I will leave this to test for a bit. And as I said, I'm not feeling tremendously wonderful. And certainly this stove disaster has not helped anything at all. So we will not be cooking a turkey today. I have this other thing that I've always pondered that I think could do a turkey, but I've never done it. It's I guess a countertop thing. It's a pretty big thing. But anyway, I will investigate it. You know what? Just there comes a time with anything, it's best to walk away and say, okay, let us reassess this. One thing I will do tomorrow, being that it's December 26th, I will venture forth to Canadian Tire. Now, is this because I like Canadian Tire specifically? Particularly? Well, no, not terribly. But they do have on sale a wire crimping tool thing that has lots of ends. And I think there's a reasonable chance that I can make a good go of this and get the stove working without a whole lot of rigmarole. But really, I mean, working on something like this, way in the back, and having your head jammed into a box, does not make it any easier. So I will see. If I can get it done without having to open up the back of the stove, I'll do that. If I can't, I won't. Anyway, well, thanks for being here on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2023. For those hoping to see Andrew and I dine in our usual recording, it will happen. Just not today. So our Christmas will be more like what happens with that Black Friday stuff. It's not just a day. I mean, hell, there are some people I know who are so full of themselves and selfish that they celebrate their birthday for a whole month. Yeah. Anyway, we will cook the turkey. By the way, if anybody is out there and they're not at all familiar with the Vinyl Cafe and Stuart McLean, rest his soul, if you go to podcast things, search for Vinyl Cafe, there are some incredibly funny stories. I mean, he was a storyteller. It was magic. Anyway, if ever you want to laugh, you can think of me as the story of when Dave cooks a turkey. My story is not like his, but it's something. Just Google Vinyl Cafe, Dave cooks a turkey, and sit back and have a listen. Actually, I may do that later today, or one of the other. There are so many stories and things that he did over the many, many years but he was on the radio. And on a day like this where I'm not feeling great, and where the stove was causing me grief and misery, a little laugh, a little levity, and yes, a little rum and coke. Oh, can't hurt but make the day look a little brighter. So, the Commodore 64 fixed. Hallelujah, life is good. Hope you have a great new year. I hope soon there is peace on earth. Or more peace on earth, less war on earth. Can't we all get along? See, if we all had Commodore 64s, and we all could go online and play games against each other on them, which I think there are games that do that, I think the world would get along a whole lot better. Anyway, let's see. Oh, yes. Oh no. The Twilight Zone is in peril. I'll spin the batteries. No. Time to replace the batteries. Thanks for being here. Have a lovely day, week, month, year, and enjoy your time in the world. Yes, the world of Commodore. Bye for now.